It's time for the sexiest group of random people thrown together since the Pussycat Dolls. Joining us today is the editor-in-chief of College Humor, Streeter Seidel. Hi, Streeter.
Hello.
How's it going? From the Pains of Being Pure at Heart, it's Peggy Wang. And finally, great friend of the show and enormous enemy of women everywhere, Julia McCullough. First there was iTunes, then there was Pandora, and now the latest music platform that's supposed to save the world of music is Spotify. Since its launch in the US, millions upon millions have joined, and I am one of those people. So Julian, what platform do you listen to your music on?
Napster. And
kicking it old school.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to come back. You know what I mean? I just never left. I'm like, Napster was amazing, day one.
Do you have it linked to your Friendster account?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Whatever I'm listening to on Napster, post to my Friendster account, and then no one sees that.
Spotify is actually now linked to Facebook. Peggy, do you think this is a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's really bad.
Why?
Just because, I mean, I don't want to look at my own news feed and, you know, see somebody's music selection. I feel like I want to see really important things like what kind of snacks people are eating, who's f***ing who.
Right.
You know, it's like...
The thing is, I don't think a lot of people realize that their Spotify account is hooked up to their Facebook account, and that everybody sees the shitty music that they're listening to.
It's so embarrassing.
I use it as ammunition. Like, if someone doesn't respond to my Facebook message fast enough, I'll be like, oh, I didn't realize you were too busy listening to Big Willie Style.
In the future, will we all stream music exclusively, or will we always keep our music collections? What do you think?
The danger if we just go to all streaming, which sounds great, but someone's still got to make money, right? Musicians, like, you want money and you want money. I definitely owe you some money from the early days. But if we're just streaming, then they're going to put ads in, and then we're just back to radio again.
True.
We just come full circle back to radio. And we're like, well, we've arrived at the 20s.
Everything arrives wirelessly to your device, and somebody else pays for it.
You see, what happens is it goes over the air into your home. And Colgate toothpaste is paying for that.
That's a great take.
I think it's funny that these sites offer, like, Spotify will be like free, you know, with ads like radio, and then they're like, you don't have to listen to radio for $9.99 a month, right? And you can have every song ever recorded, right? And people are like, that is ridiculous. I'm going to pay $9 for every song. It's like, it's everything. And they're like, not enough. It's not enough. I want more for my $10.
Moving on, Rihanna's new album, Talk the Talk, just came out. That makes 3 albums in just 3 years for her. That's a lot of Rihanna. See that alliteration? That was good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How does she do it? Peggy, what type of machine makes this type of pop star possible?
Dr. Luke.
Dr. Luke, it's all back to Dr. Luke?
Since you've been gone, I feel like he's allowed to write any song for anyone.
I always picture this like, there must be some kind of like Willy Wonka factory that's making, it's just like, instead of chocolate, it's just beets, man.
It is.
You know what I mean?
Totally. That's
Like,
exactly how it is.
If you fall in the beet creek, you're screwed. You're not getting out without a hit single.
Yeah. It actually is like that. There's all these songs that go around, and you hear about a song that maybe Britney Spears passed over that Pink took and became a hit. I mean, when you go into the studio, a lot of times with pop tracks, there's even guide vocals. It's not necessarily people writing their own music. It's not even that they're writing their own lyrics. It's not even that they're writing their own melodies. They walk in and there's a song already built, and they just sing their vocals over it, and then ta-da, there you go.
That sounds like an awesome.
I want in on that shit. Somebody help me get in on that shit.
So what are you actually bringing to the project? Like,
as an artist?
Yeah.
A hot body?
A hot body.
I assume. I mean, right? Isn't that the whole thing?
Well, that's how you got famous.
I know, look at this. Lady Gaga and Britney Spears are all in the same boat. Is it better to take longer between albums, or should you churn them out while you're still young and hot, Streeter?
If you take a break, you have to reinvent yourself, or more likely your team of people managing you has to reinvent you. And I feel like that's a lot of work, so you should just churn it out. Churn it out while you're hot, right?
You got to put out as many albums as you can right away, I think, because your career, if you're a pop singer, is only as long as your fan base's awkward phase, and then basically it's over. So you might as well. If you can put out 11 albums in the span of puberty, like that's a perfect career for a pop singer. So.
All right, finally, let's talk crazy band names. Peggy, what's the name of your band again?
The Pains of Being Pure at Heart.
Yeah, that one. Where did it come from?
It's an unpublished children's short story.
Unpublished.
by a heroin addict.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like the backstory on that. Julian, what's your most creative band name?
I guess Hoobastank is probably
Yeah.
because when you heard the name Hoobastank, you were like, oh, this is gonna suck. Like it gives you there's no like surprise there. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you some of the bad things about band names. I was in a band, I'm in a band called Plus44, which nobody had any idea where to look for it in the bins, in the CD bins. So they look for it at the beginning because it's a plus sign. They look under P. Do they look under F? Do they look under the end of the alphabet?
So you use the plus symbol.
Yeah,
for
they
it.
use the plus symbol, but that just f***ed everybody up. Nobody knew how to handle that.
But that's good. You would get listed because I have that album on iTunes. It get listed first.
It did. You know what?
So
Originally it
that's
was listed
good.
first on iTunes, and then those
good.
assholes switched it, and now it's at the very end of iTunes. So if you look it up, all of a sudden we're at the end of the alphabet. Another band name, Motion City Soundtrack. Great band. There you go. When they first came out, nobody knew whether to put it in the music section or in the soundtrack section.
Yeah.
So a lot of times it would actually be in the soundtrack section under a movie called Motion City.
Yeah, exactly.
Which sounds like a pretty cool movie.
Yeah.
Because I discovered them. I was like, Aladdin, Titanic, Motion City soundtrack. This is a real band.
I'm buying all of these.
Yeah, I'm buying all of these. These are all great. They're all great. Have you been in a band without like a number?
Nope. Can't do it. I can't do it.
You should just go solo
Yeah.
as your phone number.
Although I did actually move to London so that I'd have +44 as my dialing code.
Oh, okay.
True story.
That's a good.
Absolutely true story.
That's all right. That's a good way to base your major life decisions.
Yeah. I didn't move to Austria because it's +69 and the view is terrible. All right. That's it for this panel. Thank you very much, guys.